brings in more than $400 million in revenue to Puerto Rico every year.
Well, you know the movie Roots and Chicken George. I mean, he was pretty doggone good at it. Didn't he send him up there to England? And we had to train him, and he made a pretty darn good living at it.
Right.
I don't have a problem with the cockfighting.
The thing is the people that voted at the Humane Society of the United States, people are not really aware. The UN Agenda 21, the founder of Agenda 21, is Maurice Strong. Maurice Strong is a former United Nations Secretary General that has openly stated his goal was to use the UN to cause the collapse of America. His words exactly were, "Isn't it the only hope for the planet that the industrialized civilizations collapse? Isn't it our responsibility to bring that about? The affluence, the richness of Americans is a threat to the world." Now basically, when you summarize that, he's saying that he wants to use the United Nations to cause the collapse of America. He advocates using non-government organizations to go across America and implement the policies of UN Agenda 21. He is a senior board member and advisor of the Humane Society of the United States. The Humane Society's role in the Agenda 21 effort to put animals and the environment above human lives is to go across America and attack our animal agriculture industries at the local, state, and federal level and try to implement laws and policies that drive up the cost of animal production, criminalize the various agriculture industries, destroy our animal agriculture industries, drive farmers and ranchers out of business, and ultimately achieve Maurice Strong's
To me,
goal.
that's an attack on rural America.
Yes, ma'am.
Straight up, that's an attack on rural America.
Yes, ma'am. And ultimately, their goal is to achieve Maurice Strong's goal, which is cause the collapse of America by destroying the last remaining big industry that we actually have, our agriculture.
You think that they trying to move the rural people out of the rural area and have them huddle up there in the big cities like in Dallas and living in apartments and
Agenda 21, exactly what this is.
You know, even John Boyd talks about land loss.
And that's exactly what this is. Well, here in Oklahoma, see, the same year that they proposed the ideas of this Agenda 21 in 1992 at the Rio Earth Summit, that same exact year, the Communist Party USA members had a meeting in California. At the meeting in California, they were briefed on Agenda 21, but they were told to go back to their local state and government, their local communities, embed themselves in their state, in one of the political parties, in their state and their local government, move up to the leadership within that political party, and then guide what they refer to as the useful idiots, that's the members of that party, into supporting candidates that would support the Agenda 21 effort. Well, here in Oklahoma, most of your farmers and ranchers were Democrats. And because they were
I noticed that.
And so since they were Democrats, you could not implement the policies of Agenda 21 here through the Democratic Party.
Here in Oklahoma.
Here in Oklahoma. So these Communist Party USA members embedded themselves in the Republican Party. And now...
You may tell me that the Communists is in the Republican Party?
They've embedded themselves
now,
in the...
what is old Alan West going to say about that now?
I really don't...
Because Alan...
Well, at the federal level, it's not. At the state level, they've embedded themselves, specifically in Oklahoma, because they couldn't implement the policies of Agenda 21 through the Democrats here in Oklahoma. So
do you know of any Communist person that's in the Republican Party?
I've been doing, as a matter of fact, I'm a licensed private investigator, and I've been searching the backgrounds of some of the people. And this is what's going on in Oklahoma.
Do you know of one?
I know of several that have questionable backgrounds.
I mean, that are actually in the Republican Party now.
Yes.
Who?
But I will not name them
Okay.
until after I have the absolute proof.
Okay, you don't want to go on the record for that. Okay.
Well, like I said, I will, whenever I have all the factual evidence, I don't hide from anything. And I tell people exactly what's going on. And
Okay.
this is what's going on. So don't trust. Don't put 100% of your trust in your leadership of your Republican Party.
Got that right. After what I've been through.
Exactly.
Did you go to the last state
I
GOP
went
convention?
to the state convention.
Wasn't it terrible?
Yes, ma'am.